So how would you know an igneous rock if you met one on the street? Well, that's probably not going to happen, but in this little presentation you'll get to know some of the characteristics of different rock types so that if you do come across one, you might be able to figure out which of the three it is. Let's begin with igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are often dark colored. They have interlocking crystals which appear to be melted together. Occasionally they have the presence of holes, or they are frothy. Or they may not have any crystals at all and appear glassy, or have crystals that are too small to be seen with the naked eye. They may display two different crystal sizes, and one might be much larger than the other. And if they do have different colored crystals, they'll appear randomly. There won't be any pattern to the arrangement of the different colors throughout the rock. Now here are some of the common examples that we may see in class. Pumice, obsidian, which is shown on the top here, basalt, granite, which is shown at the right, rhyolite, and gabbro. Now with sedimentary rocks, the easiest way to identify them is if they happen to have grains or pebbles or shells or other things that are cemented together. Rather than having interlocking crystals, these are just collections of particles that have been cemented together. Sometimes they'll have a rough, gritty feel. If you happen to see fossils in it, it's pretty certain that you have a sedimentary rock. Oftentimes they tend to be light colored and lightweight. And if they have the appearance of interlocking grains, unlike metamorphic or igneous rocks, they'll tend to be lightweight. Here are a few common examples. Limestone, coquina, which is the shell rock, conglomerate, shown here, breccia, shale, which is also shown here, sandstone, coal, and travertine. Now shale can be pretty difficult to tell apart from slate, but notice in the picture here how flaky it looks and not very dense or consolidated, whereas shale is more lightweight and less dense. Slate, which is metamorphic, is much more dense and solid, and occasionally will have a lighter pitched sound, a higher pitched sound when it's tapped against a countertop. Well, let's talk about metamorphic rocks. Oftentimes they have flattened, interlocking crystals. And they may demonstrate foliation, meaning they split along bands or layers. And you can sometimes see those layers compressed firmly inside the rock itself. Different colored crystals, if they have them, will be organized into bands or layers. They have a pattern. Probably the least reliable but most interesting of the characteristics is they sometimes have a ching sound instead of a chunk when tapped against a table. Common examples include marble, quartzite, schist, gneiss, which is shown in the bottom right, and slate, which is shown in the top right. Well, hopefully this has given you a short overview and helped you gain a little confidence in classifying these rocks into the three main types: igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary. Now you can go out and find some rocks and see if you can apply these to figure out which of the three rock types they are.